Even now, says the Lord, return to me with your whole heart, for I am gracious and merciful. The Gospel of Luke, chapter 11, verses 29 through 32. Return to me with your whole heart. Now that's a big ask. I know as busy Ursuline girls, many of us have a hard time putting our entire being into one specific thing. I know I constantly find myself on mornings like today, splitting my attention between homework, studying lines for theater, learning arrangement for baritones, and socializing with my friends, all before 8 a.m. When God asks us to return to Him with our whole hearts, He asks us not only to believe in Him and trust in Him, but to give our whole selves to Him. Whether we are nervous before a test, need a little extra grace in our soccer game, or are going through a rough time at home, we have to take a step out of our hardships and place our trust in Him. One of my favorite teachers ever, Sister Mary, would always tell my 7th grade class, "Do your best and God will do the rest." She would actually give us extra points if we wrote that at the top of our tests. Although my classmates and I used this phrase somewhat jokingly, it has always stuck with me. Whenever I am faced with a hardship, I hear this little phrase echo through my mind. Oftentimes we are afraid of giving our whole heart to God because we desire to keep some sort of control over our lives. We cram in that last few seconds of studying before a test in the hope of gaining a few extra points. We overextend ourselves in activities haunted by the looming pressure of college, or we stress over arriving to school right on time to avoid a tardy. But just as Jesus made it clear His whole dedication and trust in God through His suffering and death on the cross, we must also place our trust in the plan God has for each and every one of us. It's kind of a weird idea to think that God places certain obstacles in our path for a reason. But speaking from experience, there is something good that comes out of nearly every situation. The lessons learned from mistakes are often those with the most meaning. With giving our whole heart to God, we know all will be well, for His mercy is infinite and His love is boundless. So this is my challenge to you this Lenten season. Take 5 minutes at the end of every day to sit and reflect, free from any distractions. Give your whole attention to God in these quiet moments, for oftentimes it is in these moments that we are able to see and hear God most clearly. With each day and small moment, you will find your mind becoming clearer and your heart becoming freer. With this new sense of understanding, you are then free to give your heart wholly to God.